Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So here I am back for another tiny home in Windenburg and also another off-the-grid tiny home. So if you guys saw my video, like my last video that I posted like a couple days ago, I did a tiny off-the-grid modern home, which was so much fun. I haven't done like a legitimate functional off-the-grid home in The Sims 4 yet. I've just done like off-the-grid like concept homes, but never like an actual functional off-the-grid home, because as you guys know, with the new patch update like ages ago, we got like a real off-the-grid lot trait, which means that electricity doesn't work here, cell phones don't work here, all of that good stuff. So I thought that I would play around with that a little bit and make some functional off-the-grid homes. So if you put this in your game, it will work and none of the electricity will work, but I put in like the stoves and the fridges and stuff that actually function off the grid. So yeah, so this tiny home is a little bit different than my last one, because my last one, a couple days ago, was a modern home, but this one is going to be like the complete opposite. So it's going to be a little bit more run down, definitely less modern, and just a little bit more like trailer vibes. Yeah, so you guys will see kind of what I mean in a second. It's just a little bit like less nice, which is fine because I feel like this less nice home actually has a ton of character. I really love this home. I actually built this home off of a Pinterest photo that I found. I find almost all of my build ideas from Pinterest. It's honestly like the best place to look for build ideas. That's where my series Curb Appeal came from. If you guys don't know, I have a series called Curb Appeal where I try and recreate Pinterest photos. So this is technically, I guess, a episode of Curb Appeal. So I will pop my inspiration photo up here right now so you guys can see it. But yeah, I think I get the build pretty spot on. Obviously, I'm not trying to be exact when I recreate these homes. I just want to use it as inspiration. And then I always put like my own little twist on things because it's more fun that way. It's never fun to just like copy something exactly, especially if you can find a way to make it nicer. So that's kind of what I try to do here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, and I hope that you guys enjoy how it turns out. But yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to go check out my last tiny home, my last off-the-grid tiny home that I did a couple days ago. I will have it linked down below so you guys can check it out after this video. But yeah, I pretty much talked a lot about kind of like my life updates and stuff last video, so if you're interested in that, I'm not going to repeat myself, but I don't really know, what else to talk about. I know, oh my gosh, okay, so I know that one of my viewers in a couple videos ago did say that they wanted to hear some more crazy roommate stories. So if you guys are like an OG viewer of mine, like legit back when I had like 2 subscribers, I would tell a story about my crazy roommate Jennifer. So back when I was in university, like 2 years ago, I had a crazy roommate that I didn't choose. Like, she was randomly assigned to me, and I guess like I'll finish the story because I feel like I never ended up finishing the story of like what happened to Jen and stuff. But pretty much, she like tried to burn our apartment down. She would walk around naked even like when we had guests over. She would like sprinkle nuts all around like the floor, even though I'm like really allergic to nuts. And she also like had this like Brita filter and like random ingredients throughout the kitchen that she would like let rot and mold, and like flies would be in it, and she just like wouldn't care. Like, I don't know like what planet she was from, but she was just like the worst person in the world to live with. Like, you cannot think of anyone who is worse to live with than her, besides like someone who was doing like illegal stuff. Like, she was like up there in like bad roommates. But pretty much in the end, I'm just like making a long story short. If you guys want to hear like everything like dragged on, you can go watch my old videos, but like I highly recommend not watching them because it's like I'm not that good. Like, fetus YouTube Ashley is like not that great. So I'd recommend staying in the recent videos if I were you, but pretty much what we ended up doing is we ended up getting her kicked out. So like that's pretty much like what ended up happening is we full on got her kicked out. And I know I would like maybe feel bad about that if it were someone else, like getting someone kicked out of like their home. Well, it's like her apartment, I guess. But yeah, we kicked her out. We like phoned up like the people at our university who were in charge of housing and just like complained. And then like one day we came home and me and my best friend saw like packing boxes by like the wall. And we're like, "Oh, like Jennifer, like where are you going?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm moving out." And we're like, "Oh, okay. Like that's fine. Oh, sorry to see you go." And then we went into my best friend's room and we jumped on the bed and we were like jumping for joy. We're just like so happy. But yeah, it was pretty wild. It was really like I don't know. Like it's such a distant memory. I know it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a dream. Like it feels like it never happened. But yeah, that was pretty much my crazy roommate story. I feel like in the moment there were so many more stories than I can remember, but I did share a lot of them on my YouTube channel when I started. So North Texan, the one who asked for that story, I hope that that gives you a little bit more closure to my Jennifer stories. We did get her kicked out and we did live happily ever after without her. I graduated university just fine. She didn't affect me in any way. But I did get a good story out of it, but it was very, very traumatizing, especially for my friends who would come over and my family who would come over and she was like naked. So that was like so not cool. But yeah. Let me know down below if you guys like hearing like kind of stories about my life. My life is like kind of crazy. It's also kind of just like random. Like I live in a city where like a lot of stuff kind of happens. I like do a lot of crazy stuff. I have a lot of crazy friends who do a lot of crazy things as well. So let me know if you guys kind of like hearing about that or if you would prefer I just like stick to the build stuff. I know that some people, like build only talk. Some people like a little bit of both. But yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying the build so far. I'm like not sure where we are on the build at this point. But kind of like the vibe I was going for with this trailer tiny home is kind of like it's like a plant person would live here, like someone who really loves plants. So there's just like plants everywhere, like growing off the side. They have like a little like greenhouse area, and it's just a little bit more beaten down compared to my last tiny home. So I like that contrast. So let me know down below also which tiny home you guys liked better. Did you guys like this one better, or did you guys like my last one better? Because I honestly can't decide. Like they're both so different, both so cool, and yeah, I love it. But what else do I have to talk about? I am working on another build as we speak. It's a larger build also in Windenburg. If you guys didn't know, I like just got the get together like expansion pack, so I'm like obsessed with the Windenburg world right now. But I am working on another home kind of on that like islandy area of Windenburg in the bottom left corner, and it's kind of like a larger one. It's also an episode of Curb Appeal because I am using a reference photo to build it, and it is like a crazy home. Like it's like nothing you guys have ever seen before on my channel. I'm not sure if you've seen it like on another channel. I haven't seen anybody recreate this photo yet because it is like a really, really difficult photo to recreate. But so far it is honestly turning out pretty well. So I'm pretty excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it. And please, please look forward to it. And when it does come out, I really hope that you guys do enjoy it. It's turning out fine right now. I'm not done. I've done like a lot of the exterior, but none of the interior. But it's definitely, like, I don't want to give too much away. It's annoying because, like, I'm so excited about so many of, like, my builds and future video ideas and stuff, but I never want to give anything away. Like, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to, like, say it too soon in case, like, someone else tries to do it, stuff like that. But, yeah, I hope you guys are excited for it. It's like a really modern home. It's like an ultra modern home. And yeah, I think it turned out, or it's going to turn out pretty bomb. So definitely look forward to that. And as usual, leave me any comments down below of what kind of videos, what kind of series, anything like that you want to see from me next. But yeah. But on the interior, I just have like kind of like the same thing, just a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, and then just like a small, tiny, tiny kitchen and like a tiny, tiny little living room. So like nothing really that big whatsoever. But this one can only really fit a single sim because there's only like a single bed, whereas the last one can fit like 2 sims because it's like a double bed. It's definitely a little bit less tiny, the last one. This one is like teeny tiny. Like the square footage is just like this much. Like there's a tiny little bedroom and a bathroom and then like a little hallway. So it's like very, very small. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, I filmed my last video and this video at the same time, and like I had to change in between videos because I was so hot. Like I don't know why I was wearing like a hoodie in July. But yeah, so I changed into like this black t-shirt, but honestly it's equally as hot. I think like this room is just hot. Like I tried to turn on my little fan the other last video and it's just like too loud, and like I don't know, like filming in the summer is just like super not ideal, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I feel like there are people in the world who have it much worse than I do. I don't have air conditioning either. I know like a lot of people in like the States or in like hot places have air conditioning. Your girl doesn't have air conditioning, so I'm like struggling a lot. But I feel like the build should be done right now. I'm like not really sure. I like told that story and kind of got like sidetracked. I don't know where we are in the build anymore. But I hope the screenshots are rolling, and I really hope that you guys like it. Hey guys, so as you guys just saw, the screenshots are not rolling at all. I still have like quite a bit of time left on the build before the screenshots roll, and like I'm editing now and I totally didn't realize, so I thought, you know what, let's just turn the camera on and add like 2 minutes more of me talking and 2 minutes more of the face cam, just so I don't look like an idiot being like, oh, the screenshots are rolling, but there's still like 3 minutes left of the build. Yeah, like I just like did not time it correctly at all. Like I don't know what happened. Usually I like am watching the build while I'm voiceovering, but this time I don't know, things just got a little bit out of control. But I don't really know like what else to say. I know the build's like pretty much done. It's very tiny, like it's kind of self-explanatory when I do these tiny homes, because you know what really do you have to talk about when you do it? Like there's only so much creativity that you can do, especially when it gets to the interior. I personally like to make my homes always very functional, so I'm not gonna like put furniture in such a weird way that it's like can't be used anymore. I feel like most of the creativity happens on the outside of the home, at least in my personal opinion. That's what I enjoy a little bit more. So yeah, the inside is just, you know, dark, it's neutral, it's just run down. Is it my favorite thing in the world? Like, not for me to personally live in, but I think in terms of like gameplay and like the off the grid style, I'm honestly so proud of the build. It looks amazing, and I hope you guys do too. I have been really trying to like elevate my like build like skills lately. I hope that you guys are, you know, recognizing that, and I hope you guys think that as well. But yeah, besides that, I don't really have like much else to talk about in terms of like the build, obviously, like I just said. For my regular life, if you guys know, I was taking that like a really big finance exam like over a month ago, and the results are coming out in like 2 weeks or so. So probably around like the first week of August. So don't forget to like comment me nice things in the first week of August. I'm gonna need some love. So like in advance, just comment me nice things until the first week of August. Comment me extra nice things because I'm seriously gonna need it, and wish me luck, you guys. But yeah, I feel like the screenshots should be rolling right now, like legitimately. So I hope I didn't mess up the timing there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the build.